keep it real.
Booyakasha! West End's massive in the house, alright? This program is being beamed by satellites all over the world. There's probably some people watching this now who ain't never even seen a black man before. Hello. That's why I's got a message to spread. I has a dream of little black girls and little white girls playing with each other. Let's make it happen. West Side. Booyakasha! Check this out. The election in America is a well important thing. So you better understand the politics of it. That's why I was here with none other than my main man, Mr. Patrick Buchanan. So you better listen up and recognize. So how long was you president for?
0.
What?
I didn't make it. I failed.
Ain't there the problem if you have an election every however many years, that if someone don't tell the whole truth, you've got him for like 4 years, isn't it?
If the people make a mistake, they have to live with it for 4 years, or they get their Congress to throw the president out.
But sometimes people lie to get in. Like when me went for my interview for McDonald's in Staines, me said that me would work well hard. But the moment me got in there, me was eating like 15 McChicken sandwiches a day and selling a little bit of McGunja on the side. And them only actually chucked me out when them found me wearing the Ronald McDonald costume, boning with Julie in the box.
Here's what you do, though. When you're there, then your organization has rules whereby they can throw you out.
All right.
We have rules whereby you can throw out the president.
Does you think that religion should be taught in schools?
If it's voluntary, yes. If it's mandatory, no.
Does you think there's a way for people to make the way them teach religion more interesting?
Yes. The movie, The Passion of the Christ,
All right.
is a very effective teaching tool, I think.
I heard they ain't as good as Lethal Weapon 3.
No, I think it's slightly better than Lethal Weapon 3.
Ain't it basically a bit of a rip-off of Gladiator?
No, it's not at all.
But it's like that kind of thing, isn't it?
No, it's about the death and crucifixion of Christ.
Ain't you scared, though, that because it's made so much cash, it will just make a sequel and it won't be as good, like, you know, have the bloke
Probably.
come back to life, whatever? What else is the election going to be fought on this year?
It'll probably be about Iraq.
Does you think that Saddam's ever was able to make these weapons of mass destruction, or whatever, or as they is called, BLTs?
Was Saddam able to make them?
Could he make BLTs?
Yes. At one time he was using BLTs on the Kurds in the north.
Was it worth fighting a war over BLTs?
I don't think Saddam Hussein and Iraq were a threat to the United States, even if they had WMDs or BLTs, as long as they weren't nuclear weapons.
If you had the evidence that Saddam had these BLTs in his house, would you have said yes, attack?
Not unless if he had anthrax, if he had mustard gas.
Whatever
No.
he put in them.
No. If he had mustard gas, no.
Let's say he didn't have mustard and the BLTs just was plain. Would you been able to go in there then?
No.
Is it ever worth fighting a war over sandwiches?
Is it ever worth fighting a war? Yes.
If you becomes president again, what will you do?
I would change the whole country dramatically, and that's why I'm not going to be president.
Yo! Yo, for real. I was feeling that, man. Yo, was you mashed or something? You was like so giggly.
Well, I'm...
You had a little puff before?
No, yeah, a little puff before, sure.
Respect. Yo, you need a bit of some of my own imports. We'll talk business after. Mm-hmm. Yo, so listen, you lot out there, you better listen up to the words of my man, Buchanan, because him know things about America and the election. Listen up, word up, keep it real, West Side. Big up yourself. Yekshemesh, democracy is very different in USA from Kazakhstan. In America, women can vote, but horse cannot. I go to help a Republican Party candidate win election. Dziękuję. Hello, thank you to speak me.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me come on.
Do you have policies?
One of my main policies is that I am pro-life.
Yes.
I believe human life should be protected.
I feel very strong about this because in Kazakhstan, my brother Bilo, he have a child born with hair all over face and the nose on her arms, hair everywhere, hair. And his wife says throw him, and I say no, keep him. And now he make them very much money. He travel around the country in a tent. People pay money to see children like him and other strange ones.
Well, I'm glad that the choice was made for life. Yes.
In Kazakhstan, we like the family, but there are now some men who pretend to be married, but in secret they do a bang 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 in other men's anus. What do you call them here?
We call it homosexual.
So, which is the party of the homosexuals?
They tend to go to the Democratic Party.
What else your policy?
Well, I'm a Christian. I've been a Christian
since
I was about 8 years old, I guess.
I want to go to this place, heaven. Which religion must I choose to go there?
The Christian Bible says that Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven.
If people choose the Jews, will they go heaven or hell?
Well, I would have to say that they would go to hell.
Hello.
I'm James Broadwater. I'm running for United States Congress in District 2.
Is your husband at home? We want to speak to someone there who can vote.
That's it, just me.
You can vote, but you are a woman.
All women can vote.
Oh.
I wouldn't like it if I couldn't vote.
Yes. Why?
Because I feel like I'm equal with a man. I don't want a man deciding what's best for me.
But a woman not equal to a man. No, in Kazakhstan we say God, man, a horse, dog, then a woman, then a rat, and then a small kratsuli, like a little... Yes.
I'm running for United States Congress in District 2.
He is a strong man. He will crush his opponents, and he will be powerful like Stalin, and not to tolerate people who are bad.
Well, actually, I wouldn't compare myself to Stalin, but
Will you vote for my friend?
Well, I probably will, but I don't
Yes.
ever tell people who I'm going to vote for before I vote.
If you do not vote for him, he will take power.
No, well, depends on whether he gets enough votes or not.
If you vote for him, he will make sure that you and your family will have a very good years. But if you do not vote for him, you will be sorry.
Okay. I hear you.
Yes?
I hear what you say.
I will not leave until you swear on the eyes of your child that you will vote for him.
See, we don't do that. That's not the way we do things in America.
Do you have any particular points on which you're running?
people in Mississippi, on the average, pay 31% of their income in taxes every year. And I think we can do a whole lot better than that, you know.
That would be nice.
I think it would be good for all of us.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt the politic. Please, is possible make a sheet your house immediately? Very urgent. I have a problem, please.
Excuse me?
Is it possible make a sheet your house now? I have a problem.
Want to use the
Use
the
restroom?
restroom?
Yes, please. Very urgent. I have the cinema. Thank you.
Thought we would stay very long in Mississippi, but it's been a pretty nice place to live.
Oh, great.
Great success.
Good.
I believe family is very important.
Mr. Broadwater, do not have never been ever with a man. Is correct?
That's correct.
And never ever, even as a child or experiment with ladyboy, nothing. It's true, yes? I'm not lying.
Yes.
We say in Kazakhstan, a man who go to power must have a big, how you say, khram. How you say, khram?
You can say lots of different things.
How you say here?
Yeah.
Technically, it would be penis.
No, not under.
Testicles.
Yes. He have a very big testicles. You want to touch? You want to show him?
I'm sorry.
No.
I think that's entirely inappropriate, you know.
Why?
That is not a customary thing here in the United States at all.
No, not at all.
You can touch me. I do not mind.
I really don't want to.
I would like to learn from how to make a speech.
Okay. The biggest thing about speeches is to know your audience, know who you're talking to, and know what they care about.
As everyone knows, today is the 14th year anniversary of a Tishnik massacre. So please now I ask you to stand and give them respect. Please, we will have 10-minute silence. Thank you. Is it good to give a compliment to audience?
Yeah, it's always good to give a compliment to the audience, but it needs to be a sincere compliment. It needs to be something that they feel comes from the heart.
I hope you all like me. I hope you like me very much. I would like to do a romance inside of you, but not only if she let me, not with force. All day long, when I see you, I think of you, no clothes, wawa, but it's a very wonderful. Thank you to meet a great man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Irmanal, Wagwan. Today we'll be chatting about the family. Does you think the way we is bringing up kids is changing?
Yes, we're raising them differently now. Some of it's great, some of it's not so great.
So at what age does you think parents should give their kids their first spliff?
I don't think they should do that because
What?
it's illegal in our society.
How's the kid going to know what's good shit and what ain't?
You know, I was a drug user for almost 3 years during my...
What?
Everything but a needle. Everything else.
Does you think that parents should educate kids about sex?
Yes, I do. And I think that parents should answer kids' questions honestly, or even take the initiative.
So should parents invite the kids into the room while they is
No,
boning,
no,
or should they
no.
show them porno?
No.
But like me, Dad, when we asked him about sex, him said, "Yo, you hide in that kitchen cupboard tonight at 8 o'clock." Then 8 o'clock, he brought back this honey much fitter than my mum, and him like boned her every which way while winking at me. And man, I still use some of them moves, like the crouching soldier, whatever. Ain't that right?
See, that sort of incident, to me, it seems disrespectful of your mother. So part of what
No, she wasn't in the house.
I actually suspect that most kids, most places in the world, learn about sex because everybody
They all
sleeps
live
in
in
the
one
same
room.
bedroom.
or from animals.
Dogs.
How does you learn about sex from animals?
Well, you can watch them having sex.
Yeah, but that's kind of weird sex. People do it with animals, like...
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like a dog with a dog.
All right, let's talk about a difficult subject, a very tattoo subject. Relationships in the family, or as it's called, incest.
Incest.
What?
Incest.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Does you think it's wrong that a brother can never marry his sister?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
For real. Because once I was at my mate Jezzy F's 15th birthday party, and me didn't know she was my cousin, but there was this game where if you got locked in the cupboard, you had to bone her. Is that okay, or did I do insects?
The definition of incest does vary a great deal from culture to culture.
But what if you've got Halle Berry as your sister? You know, how is you going to stop yourself fancying her? Because if you don't fancy her, you is basically gay, innit?
No. There are lots of boys who grew up with very attractive sisters, and they still want to pull their pigtails.
I mean, I is all right. My sister is, she's a dog. Like, her body's all right, her butty's like fine and she's got like amazing tits, but her face is like a real brown bagger, so I ain't got that problem. But is it always wrong to see your sister in a kind of sexual way? Because I feel weird about it. Like, all my mates in my hood of Staines say that she give the best blowies in the area. But I know I should feel proud about that, but I feel weird and uncomfortable, should I?
Sure. She's your sister.
You lot out there, family, you heard the different sides. You make her opinion. Be safe, keep it legal, respect. West Side.
Eagle, you're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes. 1,400 feet, still looking very good.
Ali in a few. Give me a chicken.
Easy enough.
Good day.
Safe. What will be your name?
I'm Dr. George Washington.
What?
Dr. George Washington.
All right, wicked. So does vets mainly look after sick animals?
No, we do a lot of preventive medicine, reproductive work, and everything.
Why was there so many sick animals in Vietnam?
There wasn't that many sick animals in Vietnam.
But weren't there like millions of Vietnam vets?
You're confusing terminology here. Okay, a veterinarian is a doctor of veterinary medicine. He's a person that treats animals.
For real. So, I was getting it. So loads of people went to Vietnam and then treated animals there?
No. You're confusing the term.
All right.
I'm a veteran, but I'm also a veterinarian because I served time as a veterinarian in the military.
For real. So why do so many of those people from the military then later on in life want to start working with animals?
They don't. They can do anything they want to. There's no relation between a veteran of the military and a veterinarian.
Respect. And you is?
I'm both.
Oh man, that's so confusing. I don't understand it. So to make this clear to young people out there, people who fights in wars is called veterinarians.
No.
People who
are called veterans.
Whatever. Veterans. People who does the animal thing is called veterans.
No, veterinarians.
Veterinarians. Respect.
V-E-T-E-R-I-N-A-R. It's veterinarians.
When you was a kid, did you know that you wanted to grow up and be a veteran?
Well, you're still confusing. Just forget the word veteran.
All right.
Please.
How often is animals actually sick and how often is they faking it just so them can get a day off work?
Animals aren't faking it to get a day off work.
But what does you do if there's like a knock on your door and there's like a goat out there, whatever, and he says he's got flu, but you know he's lying? Does you tell the farmer?
The goat doesn't talk to us. It's the farmer that talks to us.
So is there a lot of sex diseases with animals?
There are a few, but not many that's transmitted.
Is that because most animals wear connies?
No.
So is you saying that the man cows just whip it out and jizz over their Babylons, or what?
No.
So how does they stop getting them preggers? So is there any animals that ain't been discovered yet?
There could be. They've just found some in some of the jungles, different places that they didn't know exist.
Has you got any photos of the ones that ain't been discovered?
No.
All right, what about a video or something like...
Well, if you had a video, they'd have been discovered.
All right. Not if they videoed themselves.
They aren't smart enough to operate a video. You aren't going to see that chicken there taking a video around.
All right.
He doesn't have enough, his brain is not developed enough for
Yo,
that.
man, him can hear you saying that. Don't cuss him.
I'm not cussing him. I say he doesn't, his brain is not developed enough.
He's like just there. He's going to hear you say that and be like well upset, innit?
No, he's not.
Look at that!
That's why she wanted it.
Oi!
Like this.
Look at that fucking thing. What's that?
That's a chicken.
What? That thing?
It's a chicken.
Is that a real animal?
That's a chicken.
Check it out. Has you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah.
Look at it.
He's got feathers on his feet.
How come him is wearing that?
That's the way Mother Nature, that's the way his genes are. He was born.
So where is like the tigers?
This is not a zoo. This is a farm. This is like, this is more like a farm you would have seen probably when I was a kid.
What about a hippopotamus?
Hippopotamus, there, you go to the National Zoo and you can see them.
What, you ain't got them here either?
No, this is not a zoo. This is a farm. You know what a farm is?
Well, it's like a rubbish zoo, obviously.
Okay, I hope you learned something about animals.
Yo, me learned a lot about animals.
You have a lot to learn.
Keep it real.
Okay.
Enough respect.
Okay.
Safe.
Safe.
Wicked.
Okay.
Does you think that if them increase the punishments for terrorists, that less of them would do it?
I don't know. If you think of people who are willing to strap bombs on themselves and go into buildings and blow themselves up, I'm not sure that you can threaten them with punishment.
So what punishments does you think you should give to suicide bombers?
It's very hard to do anything to a suicide bomber. They've already committed suicide.
But don't you think if you said, if you does suicide bomb, we're going to give you 20 years in jail, that them wouldn't do it?
You mean if you blow yourself up and you've already killed yourself, now you're going to threaten them with jail? Think of the logic of what you just said. Doesn't make sense.
Of course.
Because they're dead.
Listen up. Me name be Buchanan. Me knows enough things about politics. Get involved, mock daddies. Y'all better realize that nothing be a better way to get y'all kicks. West Side, IE.